All right, third graders. Today is day 4 of writing your personal narrative. And you're actually going to be using what you did this week, either on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, to help you for today. So you may want to look back in Class Kick. Today we are going to learn how to write a strong lead. So a strong lead meaning the beginning sentences of your personal narrative. It's important to begin your narrative with a strong lead that will grab your reader's attention and make them want to read the rest of your writing. A good lead will give the reader a little hint as to what the narrative will be about. Today you will practice the 4 different ways to begin a narrative. So my small moment is going to be all about getting Kinnick. Kinnick is my 13-year-old cockapoo. So there are many ways to begin a personal narrative. One of them is using emotion or feeling. So I took a couple sentences from Grandpa's face, which is a piece of text, and here is what I have. Tamika loved her grandpa. She loved the quiet way he talked and the surprise of his loud laughter. That shows emotion and or feeling. Here is my example. Standing in the man's house, my heart melted when I saw this little puppy. I held him in my arms and I knew I would love him for the rest of his life. If you don't want to start that way, here is another way you could start, by using action. I found another piece of text called Shortcut, and I took a couple sentences from there to show you action. We looked, we listened, we decided to take the shortcut home. Here is my example. As we walked into the man's house, my eyes went straight to this little cute puppy. He was sitting up like a human but sleeping. He was the most perfect puppy I had ever seen. Here is the third way that you can be starting your personal narrative, by using dialogue. Another piece of text would be the book called The Bee Tree. I'm tired of reading, Grandpa, Mary Ellen sighed. I'd rather be outdoors running and playing. So each time that she spoke, it was in quotation marks. Here is my example in yellow. Can I hold him? I asked the man. At that moment, I didn't realize I would be taking that sweet boy home with me. So I spoke and asked, can I hold him? So because I said that part, it's in quotation marks. The last way to begin a personal narrative would be to use description. The text that we'll be looking at is called In November. In November, the earth is growing quiet. It is making its bed, a winter bed for flowers and small creatures. The bed is white and silent, and much life can hide beneath its blankets. My example's in yellow. There he was, the most adorable thing I have ever seen in my life. Black and white peeked out from my Adidas gray sweater I was wearing. Could this puppy be what made us a family of 3? Now at this time I had his brother, Riley. And he was also a cockapoo, which is why I chose to get Kinnick, who is also a cockapoo. Riley has since then passed away, but Kinnick is still here, and he is slowing down, but he's still here, and he's 13 years old, if you don't recall me saying that. All right, for your task today, I want you to make sure you have the topic you want to write about. So if you would like to go back to the Class Kick organizer that you did either on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, because it wasn't due until Thursday, you can use that topic if you would like. Make sure it's a small moment, not an entire trip or year. I also want you to make sure it's not something like how much you love your dog, because I just did that. So I want you to think of something different and make sure that you are specific. Number 2, go to Class Kick to complete your ways to begin a narrative graphic organizer, and then think back to how I just did mine. Now remember, this is a video, so you can look back at it. You can listen to it as many times as you would like. All right.